weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV. I'm Tommy Javor with
Wayne Knowles
and Darcy Evans.
And we are at Division 2. Round 2 has just been completed. No, round 1. All the divisions are different, sorry about that. We're going to be previewing round 2 and talk about the first up ventures for teams this year. We'll be starting with St Peter's Old Collegians and Foss Camden.
We did, I think we all picked Foss Camden here. We did Foss Camden, but no, St Peter's took out the biscuit, so well done to Saints. It was 14-10-94 to Foss Camden 13-10-88. So
took out the biscuits.
So Shorts with 3, Colley with 2, Hayward with 2, also Trinorden with 2, distinguished to Hazeman, Fotheringham, Mittiger, Hartman and Sharp. So we're on those boys, and obviously Foss Camden, McNamara with 2, Smythe with 2, Jackbeer with 2, obviously the Jackbeer son from used to play at Woodville, McDonald all with 2, then May, Bergsma, Schultz, Gordon and Williams with 1 each. So the best players for Saints, Mittiger, Duncan, this is a good one. Delete. And then we've got best players, Bergsma and Jackbeer for Foss Camden.
A couple of familiar names there, boys.
Yep,
but we were pretty undecided. We all leant towards Foss in the one that didn't go to air last week. But St Peter's certainly looked like they're going to be around the mark this year.
Yep.
We'll get on to the next one, gents, and it was Gazer 13-11-89, Sacred Heart 6-10-46. Sacred Heart have carried on in Division 2 much the way they did in Division 1, and that's unsuccessfully. For Gazer, under new coach Andrew Jarman, it was Heinze and Clark both with 3, while Peck and Fedrick had a brace each. Sacred Heart, Caruso was the only multiple goal kicker. Best players, Gazer captain Chris Ridetti was their best, along with Leon Hill. Whilst for Sacred Heart, it was a new recruit, Big Lockie Button, formerly of Glenelg, leading him in the ruck. Certainly the best player, along with Crittenden. We all tipped Gazer?
I tipped Sacred Heart.
I tipped Gazer.
Good on you for being honest.
I'll put my hand up and I tipped Sacred Heart down there. I thought they'd get the job done.
I said with Andrew Jarman, I think he's going to do something with Gazer this year. Bob Cross nearly got there last year. I think they finished just out of the finals, 3rd or 4th. But
third, yeah. They got knocked off by PAC. It was a barnstorming finish.
They did, and then obviously Andrew Jarman taking over this year. I think he's going to do something, just take over.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too many big recruits either, so it looks like he's working with what he's come with, and probably working through a good junior program there, and hopefully a bit of success there for Jars and the boys out on Clemsy Oval out there.
Okay, I'll head on to Mowbray, at the Mowbray Sports Reserve. Mowbray.
Now, in case you missed it last week, sorry, let's just digress. All right, we have been told by the producer, I'm going to mention his name, Luke Hosey, is there is one certainty in Amateur League this year, and that is the Div 2 Premier will be Modbury.
Yep.
So I don't think you can bet on it, but that is the lay-down misère of the 6th Division. So the rest of you in Div 2, maybe that'll give you some ammunition. Nathan Grange is probably sitting there
Cut it now!
Recruits, strength, speed, stamina, they've got it all, they're well coached, and tell us what they did to Scotch on the weekend.
Okay, they were 13 goals, 11-89 to Scotch, 9 goals, 3-57. Best players for Modbury, Gibson. That's Matty Gibson that come from Tetry Gully, I think, ex-Tetry Gully. Palmeezy, McNaughton, Cluse and Shaw. Goal kickers for Modbury were Shaw with 4, Benbow with 4, 2 to Verity, Ronald Rankle Jr. with 1, Coles and Cluse all with singles for Scotch. Thorpe kicked 5, Mutton with 2, Seagat and Underwood both with singles, and their best was Thorpe, Spriggs, Lawson, Seagat and Broderick.
Yeah, a little bit of a kick in the nuts there to Scotch, but maybe they'll be back on track next week. A little joke there for the Payne boys. They like that one.
Okay, they like that one?
Yes, next one, Old Ignatians, 20 goals, 9-129, Portland, 8-6-54, Portland, no match for Old Ignatians. Look, the one thing I'll say is Portland were up and about early, 4 goals, 3 to 2 straight goals. They only kicked 4 more goals for the game, whilst Old Iggy's managed another 18. So, too strong. Greg Gelman, we talked about it, forget about last week. Gelman, new recruit Greg Gelman, kicked 5. And McNeil.
North Adelaide captain.
Yep, McNeil, fresh, probably could still be playing league footy, definitely.
Should be.
Yep, McNeil kicked 3, and a host of doubles. I'm not even touching that name. I'll work on it during the week, mate. Brady Pryor kicked 4 for Portland. Better players for Ignatians were Abbott, McNeil and Murdoch, whilst for Portland, battling away, Rowe, Dale Laslett as always, and Cranwell. Under new coach, and apparently he was a bit moody this week.
Oh, here we go. Put it on.
Mark Moody, new coach Fulham.
Yes.
Could have a long year out of him. Hose reckons they'll make the 5, they'll squeeze in.
He did say that last week. That was one of the things he was pretty adamant on, was that Portland would make the 5. Mark Moody, ex-Pure Thunder?
Yep. Absolutely. One thing I've noticed in my 20 plus year association with amateur league is teams tend to roll down and roll up. It's obviously that's not always the case, but Personally, I went 1, 2, 3, and we went back up, sure, but it does happen. You generally don't drop one division if you're on your way down. It takes a while to stabilise, and yeah, Portland are going to have to try and find a way to stave off a double relegation, I think.
Yes.
That's my opinion, could be wrong.
Well, hopefully you are for the Portland people. So.
Oh, I like Portland.
Yeah, we're in the home of Portland right now. The
400 metres away from their footy club. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the last one, the coaching debut of Kerry Payne at Smosh West Lakes.
So yes, so look, they were up at half time, but the end score was Broadview 13-12-90 to Smosh West Lakes 10-6-66. As you see, they're up at half time by 8 points, and I thought they may have done something.
Wouldn't have been happy with
first
that.
game. No, and obviously they just fade away. It's only down by 5 points in 3/4 time. Then they ran away with about 3 or 4 goals in the last quarter. So well done to Broadview and Weeds guys, and but Payne not so good for the first game, but you never know.
His son Trent kicked
we
four
are.
at
That's the question, doesn't it, that we had last week?
Yes, so his son has been cleared. He's down. Better players also for Smosh West Lakes, Gillespie and Ginniver. For Broadview, Darcy?
Broadview, we've got Fisher with 6, so good day for Fisher. Makins with 2, then Smith with 2 as well. Best players at Sheridan, Fisher, Smithson and Forward. So,
Sorry, a lot of noise coming from the studio audience tonight.
A lot of white noise there for the producer.
We are in a pub, but he's up, Turbo.
Yeah.
Beautifully done there, Darcy.
Yeah.
Got him muted.
So well done the Weeds first up. You'd be pretty happy with that one.
You'd have to be.
Not so much Kerry Payne, but
No, Payne would be filthy.
Yep, so there's still weed at Broadview and a few smiles, no doubt about
And
it.
they'd be feeling the pain at Smosh.
Oh, well done.
Eh?
Kerry would have been filthy, he would have gone home and made a 7th kid.
Anyway, let's get on to this week's games. Okay, that was a very awkward silence.
As we said, it was quite challenging with all the grades starting at different times, so it's only round 2. But it's a big game already. Broadview undefeated. Undefeated
Fulham take on the.
They take on Portland.
Yep,
they're on bottom.
And after everything I've just said, I have to tip Broadview, don't I?
Yes. Broadview for me as well.
No, absolutely Broadview.
Yep.
By miles.
Yep.
Next one, 2 teams that are on the way up. Foss Camden coming off a premiership last year, and Modbury
Were 2 last year.
were very good last year.
Very good last
Fell
year.
over at late at the
Yes.
hurdles. They were 9-0. They did drop a game that seemed to turn their season around when they were about 50 points up as well. One game last year.
Yep.
Well, we've already said they're the lay down Missouri of the comp, but they're heading to the Skull Cave at Camden Oval.
Yes.
And they'll be filthy on their 1-goal loss.
Modbury for me.
Oh, Modbury for me too.
Yeah, I think Modbury, if they're as good as the boss says they are, they should get the chocolates. But one team that really has impressed us with their recruiting off season, and we think they're set up for a big year, is Old Ignatius. They'll be hosting Sacred Heart Old Collegians at Hunter Park, which is of course home of AFL 9's Winter Comp, afl9s.com.au, do yourself a favour. Just get a plug in.
Just get a plug in.
Old Ignatians, I think, by 10 goals.
Yep, agree. They're very good.
Yep.
I don't see anyone. Button might be able to give Sacred Hearts on ball as first use, but looking at the squad list and the clearances, I don't see any big names coming in. And I think the state player whose name escapes me right now, Domenico, did he leave?
I'm not sure.
Don't ask questions you don't know the answer to, Tom.
Come on, Tom.
Come on, you're better than this.
You're better than this.
Yes, Old Iggy's for mine.
Old Iggy's for me.
Correct.
No worries.
And we've got Gazer, St. Peter's. So Gazer, very good start of the year with Jars out there, so he's probably got something out there. Probably gets a bit of feeling out there, Jars. He's very good
He'd
at
get
that.
the vibe, wouldn't he?
He certainly does.
He certainly would.
Apparently you've got to tell a joke before training. Every player tells a joke, was just to get the boys going, whether it's a...
Yep.
Scotty Bamford used to do that at Parra Hills.
Did he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Just get the boys a bit of fun, just to lighten the load a bit.
Jesus, some shockers though.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a few now.
Yeah, I've got a few dad jokes
tonight,
myself. The kids
yeah.
keep saying, geez, dad jokes are getting worse. But anyway.
What does the woman say after a third one? It's enough now, Tommy. Gazer, with their second week at home at Clemsig, I think they'll be hard to stop. The locals were out in force. I drove past on the way to my game, and there was already a big crowd out. I think they'll be too strong for St. Peter's.
Gazer for me as well.
Gazer.
Yep.
We might be underestimating St. Peter's. They've had a good season. Trial form, which means nothing was good. They had an internal trial as well, some sort of college type internal thing. It was a real hit.
Sounds like us back at St. Paul's.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong, but I'm going Gazer.
Yep.
And the last game is a Scotch versus Smosh at Scotch College.
Both teams desperate for a win
They
here
certainly
after
are.
a first round loss.
The Ian Still be filthy last week as well for Scotch. He's got the players, the Cales are still out there, and He's got the boys, Smosh, Painty, filthy again last week, so both will be pretty angry and want that first win on the board.
Tough game. Scotch home, maybe.
Scotch
I think.
home.
Yep.
Yeah, look,
I think so.
Scotch have still got the nucleus of a very good team that I thought would have headed to Div 1 a year or two ago. Probably should have. They were, I think it was 2014, they were maybe 16-2 or 15-3 and strong and convincing. They've still got Kales, Two Pennies, Thorpes, these types. They're good, they're real good, and they'll be too strong for Smosh Westlakes.
Yep.
Rightio.
That's all the games. Thanks for watching the Div 2 Weekly Roundup.
See you later.
Catch up.